I just put some chewing gum in my mouth and then didn't realise I've got to talk, so... Really? Kinky. Ooh. Renee, calm down. I will. Marry me. I've been telling her all day, but marry me. So yes, I am here to talk, apparently. Hi. Many of you might ask, why give this man the speech? I asked myself that question, and finally I sobered up, and I asked Jay. I said, Jay, behind the bouquet of flowers, hello, mate. Honestly, don't start that. Why? Aye. Why do you want me to do the speech? He said, mate. Said, bruv. Said, trouser snake. You're the best actor I've ever seen. You're the most charismatic man I've ever known. And the greatest lover I've ever heard. After 3 days of constant monologuing, I said, Jay, Junaid, Ray, get off your knees, wipe your lips, and come give me a hug, big man. Because I do. I'll do the speech for you. So here it is, the speech. Hello. My name's Des. I am half best man, which sounds about right. But I will be enjoying the full perks of the position. So boys, I'll see you at the bar. And ladies, I'll see you at the dance floor. I'm talking about ladies. A toast to the most beautiful lady of the day. My mother, who sadly can't be here today. But seriously, you look as radiant as the land itself, Gemma. You really do. And Jay, you are but a boulder amongst it. A boulder I first met about 13 years ago. 13 years outside the grotty black gates of the East 15. Steam. 13 years ago, when we had our meet and greet day and you winked at me. And I thought, is he trying to have sex with me? Or worse, is he from Yorkshire? Sadly, the latter was true. And in that first year, I kept my distance slightly. I was in these times that when we were working together on a play, Jay would whip out an Al Pacino impression during a Second World War stage, or pretend to be the most famous gladiator in the world, whilst reading from an Oscar Wilde play. And while we spliced this all together, when Jay was saying, I probably ought to tell thee, I probably ought to tell thee, I probably ought to tell thee, constantly in my ear. Well, Jay may be a commander of the North, but only the Looney Tune army, my friend. During the second year, I got to know Jay's whackness, or wackiness, and quirks a bit more by moving in with him and a few others. So here it goes. Moved in with a Buddhist, Scientologist, an anarchist, a newborn Christian, and a drunk. It's the start of a stereotypical joke, but it seems like we were the punchline, my friend. It was here that I had an image that will be permanently burned into my retina. After coming home ill, I was really ill. I was really ill. I came home ill. I had a bit of a cold. And I thought, right, I'll go home, go to bed, close my door, get into bed, get some shut-eye. I'll be better. I had no idea how long I was asleep, but it seemed that I was better. I opened my eyes and then held my breath. For there, in front of me, was Junaid Khan, lying next to me, with his beautiful face, staring. You freak. Just a blank expression, casually laid upon my bed. I had no idea how long he'd been there, and I still don't know to this day. And you do not tell me how long. But I knew from that day that we would be friends forever, Jay. Damn right. Any man who tries to be a freak, any man who tries to freak me out as much as I freak out others, freaks out others, has a place in my tortured, twisted heart, my friend. And which leads me to the five traits of Jay. Firstly, blank face. Tick. Secondly, comical impressions. I particularly like his Alan Hansen. Quality. I like his, tick. Third, man grabs. Man grabs and power hugs. So physical. Fourth, creepy, suggestive foreplay conversation. We'll be having that later. And number 5, Shakespeare pose. Shakespeare pose. Whenever Jay delivered a soliloquy, he always had a pose. To define his definition of the indefinable words, he would physically give you the speech. And countless times we would scream, Jay, put your leg down. Well, not today, dear sir. You don't have to put your leg down. In fact, I'm going to put my leg up. So here it is. Here's the soliloquy. It's called The Perfect Groom. The perfect groom is handsome, wholesome, and chivalrous to the end. The perfect groom is attentive, strong-willed, and always your best friend. The perfect groom opens doors and cooks in the kitchen every night. He washes all the pots and pans and scrubs her working shirts bright white. The perfect groom loves rom-coms and gives you sensual massages on your back. He always wants to make a brew for you and sing you lullabies whilst you nap. The perfect groom is perfectly groomed, as you are today, Jay, and never has a hair out of place or a hair placed wrong. He'll want to go out shopping all the time and buy you an endless amount of thongs. The perfect groom will do all of this without a moment's delay. But if this poem stands true today, then, Gemma, I think you married a gay.